maintain provisions mandating real-time transmission in the amended law. So they are going ahead to harmonize the Electoral Act today.
We'll see how it goes. But, on the controversial amazing in the National Assembly, Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. It says there, appeal court affirms Natasha's suspension, false contempt charge against her, in brackets 5 million naira fine, and judgment affirms parliamentary autonomy, and that's coming from the Senate. The Court of Appeal, Abuja Division, on Monday affirmed the suspension of the Kogi Central Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan by the Senate. The appellate court held that the Senate has power to discipline any hearing member, and that in the instant case, Natasha's fundamental right was never breached, as she alleged. Delivering judgment of a 3-member of the appellate court in an appeal filed by Natasha against the judgment of the Federal High Court Abuja, Justice Abba Bello Mohammed held that from the provision of Section 66(4) of the Senate Standing Rules, the Senate has the power to invoke disciplinary action to ensure orderliness in the conduct of Senate proceedings. The court held that Natasha was wrong on the February 2025 incident when the Senate President allocated a new seat to her and refused to accept the order. Was reacting to the judgment, the chairman, Senate Committee on Media and Public Affairs, Senator Yemi Adaramudu, in a statement said the judgment decisively reinforces parliamentary autonomy and separation of powers, confirming that the Senate's power to discipline its members is constitutionally protected and justifiable only where there is a clear breach of the Constitution or statute. So, well, she has served out her suspension now. So this judgment is only restating the fact that the Senate was right in meting out discipline to its erring member.
So that means the step that the Senate are taken in the past before she, rose up to defend herself and say that it was not right. That means since the appeal court has what now? Just
according to the appeal court.
Yes, appeal court. But I am sure she will go to the Supreme Court. I am sure. We'll take a short break now. We'll be back.
Conversation. Hello. Olumide, kí ló dé tó jẹ́ pé ìwọ ló dáhùn ìpè mi?
Ọ̀rẹ́, tójú fóònù ẹ dáadáa kó wo ẹni tó pè jàre.
Ẹ̀yà, àwọn bọ́tìnì orí fóònù yìí ti wẹ́ jù. Kò rọrùn láti kà. Ọlámídé ni mo fẹ́ pè jàre.
Wo ọ̀rẹ́, ó yẹ kó wá lọ ṣàyẹ̀wò ojú ẹ níbùdó ìlera o. Kó o sì gba ìgò ìríran náà.
Máa gbọ́, ìgò ìríran níbùdó ìlera bíi ti báwo.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, tó o bá ti pé ọmọ ọdún márùndínlógójì tàbí jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, wá lọ ṣe àyẹ̀wò ojú ẹ lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́. Wàá sì gba ìgò ìríran lówó tí ò gara láwọn ibùdó ìlera tá a ti yà sọ́tọ̀ nítòsí rẹ.
Bá a ti ń dàgbà lójú wa nílò àtìlẹ́yìn díẹ̀ láti ríran kedere. Yọjú sí ibùdó ìlera kan nítòsí rẹ fún àyẹ̀wò ojú lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ àti fún ìgò ìríran lówó tí ò gara lónìí láti mọ ìyàtọ̀. Pé 0706-489-9614 fún àlàyé síwájú sí i. Àní 0706-489-9614. Ìkéde yìí wá látọ̀dọ̀ National Eye, Air and Sensory Functions Health Program ti Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare pẹ̀lú àjọṣe Vision Spring Nigeria. Vision Spring, ríran kedere gbé ìgbé ayé àlàáfíà.
Conversation.
We're back at the still conversation on Oluyole 98.5 FM.
Like I said, Tola, that woman, that Senator Natasha Uduaghan, I'm sure she will head to the Supreme Court.
Well, I'm sure only for the reason that she may be headed to the Supreme Court only for the reason that she doesn't want it to go down in the records and in history that she was suspended for indiscipline in the National Assembly, and that she has to answer to certain accusations from our colleagues. So maybe that's where she will be going. But well, the story doesn't say yet whether she will be going to the Supreme Court or not. But then, well, the appeal court has ruled that the Senate was right in acted within its powers in suspending her.
Yes. Now, talking about Rivers State now. Rivers State, the governor Siminalayi Fubara and the Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike departed the presidential villa in the same vehicle on Sunday night after a meeting with President Bola Tinubu. Presidential officials familiar with the meeting confirmed to correspondents. That is according to the Punch newspapers here. According to the officials, although the two political rivals arrived separately, Fubara rode away with Wike after the president's intervention. They described it as a symbolic gesture signaling a possible end to their long-running political feud. This will be the second, the second meeting that happened, and well, it surfaced again. That was when the governor Fubara acted the good boy, and things went awry at the end of the day. Now again, it is happening again here. They left in the same vehicle. I don't want. They are just they are using Sakamaje for us. That is what I believe. Yes.
Well, I believe it's Mr. Fubara's last chance at a safe landing. I believe it is last opportunity he may have at a safe and conducive landing after office. Now, well, I think it was. I wasn't there behind closed doors with them, but I want to believe it was more of a dressing down from the president to Mr. Fubara for him yet again that he should behave himself. And Mr. Wike was also there, and I'm sure he must have been asked to apologize to his godfather, to his elder. Well, politicians, politicians, they left in the same vehicle.
That means maybe in the same vehicle, maybe in that same vehicle, he will be profusely apologizing. Yes.
Well, it might not be. It could be.
Yes, it might be.
Silence with different thoughts going through their minds. Different thoughts might be going through their minds.
But they will be talking. At least they will be having some conversations.
Well, maybe Governor Fubara thinking and wondering, okay, how he's going to manage this new development. What is going to do next? But it would be wise, because, well, like I said, I'm not in Rivers State, but watching on the sidelines like a spectator that I am, I want to believe that it would be wise of him to just play ball and do whatever they want him to do, so that he could have a safe landing. It's already in the net, and then him trying to, and I don't think it's of any use him trying to wriggle out of it.
Yes.
At this point in time, at least not at this time. And the prospect of him having a second term, I think that is very, very slim. I don't think the FCT minister, his godfather, would want to trust him.
Yes.
He's not going to trust him with a second term. So the best he can get is to have a deal that would have a soft landing and the hounds of the political
party. He might have the sympathy of the people, because all what people are being frustrated by the activities and the moves by the Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike, the Grand Master Planner here.
You are not too sure about that, about him having the goodwill of the people, because as we speak in Rivers State today, the pendulum, the voting pattern will still go, probably will still go the way Mr. Wike wants it to go. Or maybe at best the people could just be neutral, seeing them as birds of the same feather, seeing them as the same thing. But there's the difference between Fubara and Wike is the difference between 6 and half a dozen. But then when you talk of political clout, when you talk of who is able to influence and then win elections, it's Mr. Wike, not Mr. Fubara. unless things change, well, we are not yet in 2027, so let's watch. Maybe things are going to change. But as of now, that political influence has not waned in any way. He is still the giant, like you always say, Bimbo. He's not just the grandmaster of FCT. He's the grandmaster of reverse politics.
Yes.
And I don't think the president would bother with him if he doesn't have that clout, if he doesn't have that influence over the people of Rivers State. Mr. President would not be bothering with him, would have found him expendable a long time ago. And at best, what I guess happened at that meeting would also be a win-win for Mr. Wike. It couldn't have been any other way. And then, of course, Mr. Fubara would be forced to smile to the cameras. That all is well. Even, I guess after this meeting, he would have lost more than he would have lost if he had remained the good boy.
Yes.
He tried to do some things underground. You know, he wasn't talking, but he was doing things.
Yeah, underground.
And Mr. Wike was exploding at each point.
Now, well, that meeting marks a potential, turning point in the Rivers political crisis, and which has paralyzed governance in the oil-rich state for over nearly 2 years. Yes. Well, talking about other political stories here. Osun Gilbert polls. INEC denies registering underage persons in Adeleke's hometown. That is Osun State, the upcoming governorship elections. Yeah. The Independent National Electoral Commission, Osun State, yesterday dismissed the allegation of registering underage persons in the hometown of Governor Ademola Adeleke, the candidate of the Accord Party AP for the 2026 governorship elections. Is it contesting under the Accord Party? Yes, the Accord Party, yes. And INEC, in a statement signed by Musa Oluyole, the public affairs officer for the resident electoral commissioner Mutiu Agbuke, noted that concerned a social media post circulating on Facebook alleging that underage persons dressed in school uniforms were registered as voters at the INEC local government office in Eden North on Friday, February 6, 2026. Well, social media stories, I don't really understand, and I know that the Electoral Commissioner Mutiu Agbuke is a credible person, and I am sure he will not embark on this kind of move. Yes.
Well, I'm still on Rivers State, Bimbo, but I want to go back to that story, and I want to draw a similarity. These peace talks with the president, between Fubara and Wike and Mr. President mediating, and what happened when Senator Rashidi Ladoja, now Oba Rashidi Ladoja, is now the Olubadan, when he was governor, and his face-off with the strong man of Ibadan politics, late Alhaji Lamidi Adedibu. And they went to see Mr. President, then President Olusegun Obasanjo, in his Ota farm to broker peace, and Adedibu was accompanied by hordes of his supporters, those who had falling out with Governor Rashidi Ladoja, late Alhaji Yekini Adeojo and others, a host of others, and then of course Senator Rashidi Ladoja also with his supporters, and that peace was actually brokered. Governor Ladoja was prevailed upon to make some concessions, to change certain things, especially in the structure of his government, things that were Babadibu was not happy about, and right there, he was said to have accepted the conditions at that time, and they were said to have hugged one another, and they came back to Ibadan. Well, there was a lot of celebration. Everyone went to Molite, Babadibu's residence, and then there was a lot of celebration and all that peace had returned at last. Only for Governor Ladoja to again change things. He stuck to his guns, and he insisted that all what they said they should do is still a status quo. Of course, Babadibu flared up, and when President Obasanjo heard, he was very, very angry.
Yes.
And the rest is history. The controversial impeachment of Rashidi Ladoja. But the difference, Bimbo, you said Fubara is was a man of the people, but And I said that I do not really think so. I don't think he has that clout among the people of Rivers State. The difference is that Governor Ladoja was and still is a man of the people. He had public sympathy.
Yes.
That was his strength at that time. And then, he, of course, he went to court and then he was returned. He won, and his impeachment was declared unlawful. But aside the fact that he found favor at the law courts, he was also a man of the people, and that was his strength. It was not even the court that was his strength. That was his major strength.
Yes.
The fact that he was a man. So there are similarities in these the stories of these two people, but I don't think what I can say for Governor Ladoja, well, as a man of integrity, as a man of the people, as a man who stood by his guns, as a man who tried to uphold fairness and justice, I don't think, well, my opinion here, I don't think I can say the same for Mr. Fubara.
Yes.
Otherwise, the battle would have been keener. That they would have been able to fight more doggedly.
Yes.
Just like Ladoja did when he was governing.
Yes, and I quickly, before we go to this commercial, I remember when another truce was trying to be organized between Governor Ladoja and former Governor Ladoja, now Olubadan of Ibadan land. Yes, between him and Alhaji Adidibu. Governor, President Obasanjo came to Ibadan to Emmanuel Alayode's resident, and everybody were on ground, and Ladoja came late. Former Governor Ladoja came late, and Obasanjo ordered that he should be shut out. He should not be allowed to enter that meeting with Emmanuel Alayode. Yes. And he was shut out. He was not allowed to enter that meeting. Thereafter, it was about 2 weeks after that.
I remember, I was there. I was there as government service correspondent,
yes,
and Ladoja stood out in the compound.
Yes.
In Babas, by Malade's compound.
Yes. Yes.
And Baba told them, Obasanjo, that the only thing he wants before I said Babalade was going to die soon. He said the only thing he wanted from Obasanjo was that that rift should be settled,
yes,
and that Governor should no longer be troubled. But Babalade died. Unfortunately, he did not live to see Governor Ladoja return to his seat after that impeachment.
Yes.
Let's have this quick commercial break and we'll be back.
Bàbá, ẹ̀gbọ́n tó nílò òun wí ni.
Mo kúkú gbọ́, ó ní ọmọlúàbí pọ́nbélé.
Ọmọlúàbí pọ́nbélé? Bọ́làjú ti wá ń pọ̀ sí yìí. Ṣáwá lè sọ pé ọmọlúàbí pọ́nbélé kan bẹ níbì kan mọ́.
Ó sì wà, ọmọ àfiwà bí, inú ìran ní ti ràn wá. Ni wọ́n fi ń pè ní ọmọnìwà òbí, ọmọlúàbí. Ọ̀làjú tó wá ń tọ́ka sí un, kò fi gba kankan pa ọmọlúàbí run. Ẹni mẹ́tọ́ tó sì ń ṣẹ̀tọ́ láwùjọ là ń pè ní ọmọlúàbí.
Ẹ ṣeun bàbá. Orúkọ rẹ yẹ kọ́tàn yẹniyẹni ju aṣọ ara rẹ lọ. Ìwọ ọmọlúàbí kò kútarí, kò sí lè kúta láéláé. Jẹ́ ọmọlúàbí. Àjọ ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ tí ń runi sókè tanijí kálẹ̀ gbárùkù ti dàgbàsókè amúlùdùn àtọrọ ayé. Èyí ò ní Ọ̀yọ́ State Mobilization Agency for Socio-Economic Development, OMASED, ní Ṣùwàlétí. All across Nigeria, one truth prevails. Football is not just played on the pitch. Arguments fly, tensions shift like defenders on the pitch. And when the ball finally enters the net, that is the 12-player full attack mode. 11 players play on the pitch, but we, the fans, play from anywhere. With Betano, fans don't just watch the match, we influence the game. Register now and join the 12th player. Betano, not for persons under the age of 18. Bet responsibly.
Any motor where you dey drive, you need confirm protection, no, for your engine, no. Get your make a mobile, make it mobile, no, make it mobile. Anywhere you go, your motor deserve to be number one, yo. Make it mobile, no, make it mobile. Everybody join me, say, make it mobile.
Make you go with the best.
Make it mobile. Charity ẹni fẹ́ ṣàríyá o, gbogbo ẹni fẹ́ ṣàjọ̀dún, àbẹ́ni fẹ́ ṣèpàdé o, gbogbo ẹni fẹ́ ṣènáwó. BCOS event grand, òun yẹn máa bọ̀. BCOS event grand, òun ló kájú ẹ̀ fún gbogbo ayẹyẹ. Èyí tẹ́yìn bá fẹ́ ṣe, BCOS event grand, òun yẹn máa bọ̀ o. Bóyá wá gbé mi débẹ̀ yóò, ilé akéde. Bóyá wá gbé mi débẹ̀ yóò, BCOS event grand. BCOS event grand débi tílẹ̀ ti tẹ́jú àyè ìgbọ́kọ̀sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ìyẹn pọ̀já burata. BCOS event grand ìyẹn nílé akéde oríta Báṣọ̀run nílùú Ìbàdàn. BCOS event grand òun yẹn máa bọ̀ o. Ohun tá à ń sọ ni pé fọ́nírúurú ayẹyẹ tẹ́yìn bá fẹ́ ṣe ó ti wù kó fẹjú tó. BCOS event grand òun ló kájú ẹ̀ òun ló káàtó. ṣókùn àgbà lẹ́yìn fẹ́ ṣe ni tàbí ìgbéyàwó tàbí birthday tàbí open year crusade. ó sì jẹ́ book launch ní tiyín ni ẹ máa bọ̀. ẹ̀yin sá ti kàn sí wa ní yàrá kẹrin commercial department BCOS ilé akéde tàbí kẹ́ ẹ pè sórí BCOS customer care line tololong 0915-870-3300. BCOS event grand ilé àríyá fáwọn tó mọ bó ṣe ń lọ.
Hello.
Olumide, why you dey answer the phone now?
Oh boy, look again, make you see who call you.
Chai! Omo, this small text no easy to read again, oh. Now Olumide be one call.
E be like Satan don reach for you to enter one health outlet. Make dem help you check your eye. Make you go also arrange reading glasses.
Reading glasses for health outlets?
Well, if you don reach your past 35 years, you fit get free vision screening and reading glasses wey dey affordable for some health outlets wey near you.
As we don dey age, our eyes need small support to take dey see well. Enter any health outlet wey near you for free eye check. Come get reading glasses wey dey affordable to take dey see well. Green us for 0706-489-9614 for more information. Na 0706-489-9614. Na the National Eye, Ear and Sensory Functions Health Program of the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare. They partner with Vision Spring Nigeria to bring you this message. Vision Spring. See well. Do well.
We're back at the still conversation on Oluyole 98.5 FM.
Yes, talking about security here now. Yes, insecurity. Fresh killings again. Abductions heightened security fears amid drone attacks. 4 killed in Kogi clash. Gunmen abduct passengers. Gunmen kidnap 9 worshippers during church vigil in Benue. Islamic State affiliates carry out about 20 drone strikes across West Africa, and Tinubu pledges stronger security push as insecurity threatens growth. Well, I don't really understand. I don't know what to say about these fresh attacks. Yes. Let me just quickly go through some excerpts here. Fresh killings, kidnappings, and violent clashes across parts of Nigeria have heightened nationwide security fears as new intelligence reports warn of expanding terrorist drone attacks. And this came as President Bola Tinubu pledged to strengthen Nigeria's security architecture, stressing that defeating terrorism remains central to economic stability and national development. Residents of Ejule community in Ofu local government Council of Kogi State yesterday raised alarm over the alleged abduction of passengers traveling in a commercial Sienna bus along the Ejule-Aluma road, even as 4 persons were confirmed killed in a violent clash in nearby Ibaji local council area. And also 4 persons were confirmed dead following a violent clash between armed Fulani men and residents of Ibaji communities, including Ejule Ujebe. And the Deputy Speaker of the Kogi State House of Assembly, Mrs. Comfort Ujoma Nwuchiola Egwaba, disclosed the casualty figure in a statement she issued in Lokoja. And it goes on and on and on. And similarly, gunmen abducted 9 worshippers of St. John's Catholic Church, Ojije, Otonko district of Ado local government of Benue State.
Well, all that is happening, President Tinubu has given another assurance to Nigerians. He's saying that we are determined to win war against terrorism. He gave that assurance actually to the governors, and it was addressing the gathering of 36 governors and certain ministers of his Federal Executive Council at the second edition of the National Economic Council Conference at the Banquet Hall State House in Abuja. He said banditry and terrorism described both as a menace alien to Nigeria, but which must be subdued. But I guess this is also a fallout of the visit of the the commander, U.S. Africa Commander, General Anderson.
Yes,
and then he was to the country, and then he went to see the National Security Advisor, and he also went to see the Minister of Defense. He has also been to see President Tinubu. So, well, we hope that the authorities will live up to their promises and assurances.
And now, this one says 7 abducted Kwara construction workers have been freed. I think one of those incidents that happened in Kwara State in recent times. So 7 of them, they abducted. They have been freed. I don't know whether they were freed or they were, rescued or freed after, paying ransom or some kind of a path to allow them go their ways.
And DSS takes over probe of purported attack, abduction of Obaseki in Benin. The Office of State Services, DSS, has taken over the investigation into the purported attack and abduction of Dr. Pedro Obaseki, cousin to former Governor Gordon Obaseki. The News Agency of Nigeria has reported. Well, it's the cousin to Governor Obaseki. And we also have this one on ASU. Says federal government begins implementation of 40% pay agreement with ASU. Others compliance. Well, I'm giving it to Mr. President. I think he's living up to his promise that never again will schools be shut down for so long, so that students would have to spend 8 years for a 4-year course. Students will have to spend 6 years for a 4-year course and all that. So I think I will give that to him, Bimbo. He's actually living up to his promise, and he's making sure, at least in bits and pieces, one by one, is making sure that issues within the ivory towers are being resolved, and within issues concerning tertiary education.
Yes.
And IMF multilaterals GDP projections achievable, but disconnected from everyday living. And that's coming from the experts.
Now I have this one here, this warning coming from the Federal Road Safety Corps, the FRSC, and well, I've been harping on this issue for some time now. That is driving against traffic, and with the commencement of repair works on the Kara Bridge section of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway yesterday, the Federal Road Safety Corps FRSA has cautioned motorists, including drivers of security and government vehicles, against driving against traffic on the highway. And the federal government, through the Federal Ministry of Works, last week announced a 6-week partial closure of the expressway to enable repairs on expansion joints at Kara Bridge, Magboro Bridge, and Arepo Punch Bridge. Well, it is good that they are warning against traffic. It happens here. Yes, in Oyo State too, especially in Ibadan. And well, accidents do occur when Okada riders, tricycles, and even vehicles, private vehicles, and those who exotic vehicles, those who claim that they have traveled far and wide, traveled to the United States of America, traveled to Britain, traveled to Germany, and they will drive against traffic. Can they drive against traffic in these countries they have visited?
Survivors of the Kwara attack, where hundreds of people were killed and over 100 persons abducted. The survivors are begging the abductors to release their wives for Ramadan. where they are saying that they need their wives, especially for cooking, for preparing meals for them during the fast.
Only that.
They are appealing that their wives should be released to them for the month of Ramadan, in the spirit of Ramadan. And I have a feeling that their appeals, they said these people have not contacted them for ransom. But I have a feeling that their appeals is going to fall on deaf ears, because like I always say, these are not true Muslims.
Yes.
If you were a true Muslim and indeed you want someone to embrace your brand of Islam, you would come in peace.
Yes.
Which the religion preaches, you would come in peace to try and convince that person to embrace your brand of Islam, not that you lure them. That's even sacrilegious. You lure them with a call to prayer and then open fire on the innocent people, shed innocent blood. So they are not, because they do not, this one don't know the meaning of Ramadan. So if you appeal to them in the spirit of Ramadan, I think it's just a waste of time. Probably whatever it's going to take to have their wives released to them, it has to be payment of ransom.
Yes.
Though that's something I personally do not like, but if that is the only way to make sure these people are sent back alive and well to their families, well, so be it. Unless there's an elaborate rescue operation, which I don't think is going to happen. It's going to be the same old story. So, well, they need their wives for Ramadan, but we'll see how that unfolds. And protest in Kaduna community over persistent kidnapping. I guess we should open the phone lines. 070-5555-1985. That's the number to call. From your calls and your contributions to the program this morning. 070-5555-1985 and 080-550985. You have a caller on the line.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Mr. Tola and People.
Good morning. Good morning.
God, my Allah will continue to be with you and bless you and protect you. Allah.
Thank you very much.
I remain Good
to have you, sir.
Yes, on the Electoral Act Amendment, yes, my advice to those that are protesting is to take caution simply because that particular transmission of results from only released to the Commission IRF at times in some rural areas there are always poor network. In the light of this, on the day of elections, there may be no announcement or even problem in announcing the result of the election. That is why the National Assembly is taking caution. So let's wait for them to see how they realize. So it's not a matter of just protesting here and here. National Assembly members, they are wise men to know what's happening around the corner of Nigeria. So they take caution. On the list between UK and Kubara, this is my advice to UK. As a good politician and as a leader, you may go fatally to somebody. Doesn't mean that if the person or the governor did not do so, whatever he says, that doesn't mean that he made the state was governable for him. He also has to go further before when he was a governor. So let the man continue in his good work to that state, is to allow peace to reign, and further to take apology, whatever the master says. That is my advice. Thank you for my advice. God bless the rest of Nigeria.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, more unpalatable headlines regarding national security here. Niger North under siege as bandits turn communities into terror hubs, and gunmen detain ransom bearers insist on 100 million naira for release of Ekiti kidnapped victims.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Joe Michael. Good to have you, sir.
Yes, Mr. Tola, I want to say something about Mr. Kubara. Maybe he may not have a second time or something like that. You know, politicians, you know them very well. I know you know them very well. There's no permanent enemy.
Oh, hello, Mr. Oh, please do well to call us back. I would like to hear the summation of your thoughts, Mr. Ojo Michael.
Hello. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I'm very good speaking to my
Good to have you, sir.
Nigeria is Kenya, and I want to appeal to the body of Christ in Nigeria. I'm not trying to whip up things or whatever in Nigeria. The one thing that existential threats. Therefore, Christians will pray for Nigeria, for the Church of God, and for the entire nation. Now people are talking of election, and the killing is on. 8 years of President Buhari, 3 years into President Bola Tinubu's administration. If you calculate, if a life is lost, just a single life is lost on each day, calculate the number of lives you have lost in Nigeria. And to prevent this, you have to hold the one of the boat. Therefore, we must take seriously in this country, Nigeria. We must not play with it. The issue of election, electoral act, all these things. These are principal things that can be set aside. Let us treat the nature of security of life and property. Whatever to be done by the government and those that are in power. The election is still right there. Prevent people from being killed every day. We know this enough. How many of us will remain by 10-7 to control the nation? There is selective killing. This must stop. We must do everything possible to stop it. Go ahead to the Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We have this commercial and we'll be back.
Conversation.
All across Nigeria, one truth prevails. Football is not just played on the pitch. Arguments fly, tensions shift like defenders on the pitch. And when the ball finally enters the net, that is the 12th player full attack mode. 11 players play on the pitch, but we, the fans, play from anywhere. With Betano, fans don't just watch the match, we influence the game. Register now and join the 12th player. Betano, not for persons under the age of 18. Bet responsibly.
èyíkéyìí ọkọ̀ tó bá ń wà. onílọ àkóso péye. máa dágunlá jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mú bí o. níbikíbi tó bá wà ló fún ojúlówó. ó yá sọ pé. jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mú bí o. lóbi ní ṣúlẹ̀ ọjọ́. jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mú bí o.
Lọ pẹ̀lú ojúlówó.
Hello?
Olumide, why are you answering the phone?
Check again and see who you called.
Hey, small letters are not easy reading, you know. I wanted to call Olamide.
I think it's time for you to go to a health outlet to check your eyes and get reading glasses.
Health outlet? For reading glasses?
Yes. If you're 35 years or older, receive free vision screening and affordable reading glasses at designated health outlets near you.
As we age, our eyes need a little support to see clearly. Visit a health outlet nearby for a free eye check and affordable reading glasses today to see the difference. Call 0706-489-9614 for more information. That's 0706-489-9614. This message is brought to you by the National Eye, Ear and Sensory Function Health Program of the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare in conjunction with Vision Spring Nigeria. Vision Spring. See well, do well.
Conversation.
Yes, we're back and still conversation on Oluyole 98.5 FM. Good to know you're still there and we're still taking phone calls.
Yeah, yes, before this one, 18-year-old arrested for cutting husband's manhood in UB State. Well,
whatever the demand do?
I really don't know. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, yeah, Monsura.
Yeah, I'm calling from Mr.
Good to have you, man.
Please, be with us in Nigeria, and God bless us in Nigeria.
Amen.
What is Sadar yesterday? What is going in Nigeria is true. We need prayer. But what I mean is that we pray, but we are not working towards the prayer that we pray for us in Nigeria. The reason I say that we always need national items. Love, peace, and unity. When we need this love, there is peace. When there is peace, there is unity. Nigeria is for you and me. Please, take what can make Nigeria go. Because we don't have another country to go. Let me be with us.
Amen.
The man that lost his manhood to his wife's anger.
Yes.
Well, they said it was cut off. That
cut
means
off.
you will never use it again.
Yes, it was actually mutilated, seriously mutilated, and
they said it was cut off. She went away with the piece that was cut off.
And then
so you will never use it again.
Yes, it is not possible because those veins would have gone. You know, understand?
Well, so people would be of the opinion that he should have died instead.
Yes.
So they will call him a living dead. But there is still hope. For that, you don't have a man who cannot live a normal life.
Yes, he will just be going solo. And then, the police hasn't been able to get any statement from the husband due to the pain the injury he sustained from.
The man in the office. He's supposed to say that.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
I'm Chile.
Good to have you, sir.
Now, I listened to the yesterday when it was talking. It's still the same thing we've been hearing over and over again. Leadership in this country just believes in talking and less action. You see, the situation that we are now does not permit us to be talking and be discussing things. That really has gone beyond the talking and discussing and everything. The facts. Okay, the action. The immediate action. Now, I read something 2 days ago. They said 140 people during the Kwara attack, and they said they've not they took away to the forest, and they don't know the amount of people that were killed in Saturday church there. They said they did not even count that one among the 170. Now look at how many people are in that village. Now look at the amount they are counting, 170. 65, 70, 80, 100, 170, and they've not finished counting them. Look at the person that are there, and we treated it as if it's some small amount of people that are there. Look at that situation, 170 people. They are not serious in this country, and we are still okay. We are talking, we are appealing, we are saying some people are Muslim, some people are not Muslim, they are terrorists, they are not terrorists, and we are still on that state. And now, today, take that forest should have been called as been attacked by a missile. We have serious problem, and we have to be very sure we always resort to faith. We say, how long are we going to do that? So, 170 so we are not fighting wars. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll squeeze in one more. 070-5555-1985.
Yes, so we're still talking about the woman that cut off the manhood of her husband. Why you always say that? Why is it that it is the the balls and the manhood that is always the target when
the meatballs
that they have any
have a grouse with you that gets physical. That's where they target.
Yes. Hello, good morning.
Once again, sir, it's Ojo.
Good to have you back, Mr. Ojo.
Yes, I said Mr. Atulativa that don't be surprised if Fubara gets shot for the 7th time. No, there's no permanent enemy in politics. God bless you. I think that's a talk.
Thank you very much.
I think your time is 7:30 and we have to go. Been an interesting time on conversation this morning, and we will be back same time tomorrow morning, God willing. My name is Tola Teriba.
And my name is Bimbo Akombi. Thank you very much for listening. Enjoy your day.
Conversation.
And of course, good morning everyone. It's a beautiful week. It's a beautiful Tuesday out here. How you guys are doing? Wherever you guys are listening to us, this is Oluyole, and I'll be your host for today's edition of Sport Tidbit. So today we're going to talk about the ATP and WTA tours. We're going to talk about the stalemate, the match that actually happened yesterday. You know, they actually commenced the match yesterday. We're going to talk about that, and also we're going to talk about Nigerian players out there doing. You know, the club has signed Nigerian players, so we're going to talk about that, and of course we're going to talk about the result of matches that happened yesterday evening. Also on the menu today, we're going to talk about the court ruling for the Senegalese fans that were actually arrested during the AFCON. So it's actually part of what we're going to do today. So we're going to talk about the people that have qualified to for the elimination chamber. That one too is part of it. That's what we're going to as part of what we're going to discuss today. Good morning, Victor. Good morning. How are you?
Well, of course, an exciting Tuesday morning, right here. I'm good to see you starting on a bright note, especially the elimination chambers and, of course, everything that comes with it, right there in the world of wrestling. And Manchester United fans, I don't know, but somehow, some way, they want to do 5 and 5, and they barely slept last night. We saw them all over X.
I mean, I just can't wait for that guy. Like that guy, I just wanted to hear to court is there, like, to find out, tell them just give this man his wins now. Come on.
We'll see if he cuts us, but then that would be until later. Today is the 10th day of February, and it's been a long time counting down the days, the months, all of that before he's gotten to this stage. It's very interesting to see the hairstyle I will cut, and of course how we'll make it happen.
Yeah, sure. With the player that actually got a move that actually got a move from, it's actually a Liberia club.